Hello, my name is Dante Renee, and welcome to the 10 Room Bizarro YouTube page where I talk about films that I believe need to be talked about more. Like tonight's film, 1981's Night Dreams. This is 1981's Night Dreams. Now, this actual film is put out on DVD by Caballero Classics, shot on 35mm film, it says. But this is a DVD distribution company that puts out a lot of X-rated films, but this is obviously not these people aren't in the film, and this is not the official cover of it. Go on my Facebook page to see some of the poster art, the original poster art for this fascinating film, 1981's Night Dreams. Now, this is such a wow film. First off, written by, I believe, produced by somebody by the name of Rinse Dream. Yes, rinse as in rinsing your hands dream. I believe that's what it was. Now, you can go on IMDb and find out his real name. He also has connections to another film that I'm going to be reviewing on this YouTube page soon called Cafe Flesh. What a great double feature these two make, by the way, Night Dreams and Cafe Flesh. But Night Dreams right here, it says in the front of the DVD, even though it's not the original cover, it says the most unusual, unique, and innovative adult film made. And I got to tell you, wow, this is Night Dreams. The movie starts off with a heartbeat, a black screen, and credits popping up onto the screen slowly on a heartbeat. Delusions, dreams, nightmares, a clinic, almost like a sleep clinic, two doctors, one subject, the test of orgasm, a housewife, a past, electrodes, and entering into almost the worlds of cream of wheat dancing, bread dancing in a kitchen, heaven, hell, a pop-up clown in a box, an aborted fetus, a jester in a bathroom, cowgirls at a bonfire late at night. That and so much more in Night Dreams. Let's get into this film because this is a wild, wild movie. This really shows you, 1981, this really shows you the boundary breaking what an X-rated film can be, what it could be. 1981. Let's look at the music first from Night Dreams. Unbelievably weird and atmospheric sound design. I mentioned that the film starts with a heartbeat. We also have looped screaming, looped laughter. One section that is almost on the verge of silence with just very, very quiet murmuring in the background. So peculiar, so bizarre, so atmospherically uneasy. Then very horrific sound design, horrifically dark and disturbing electronics, music and sound design, very, very dark, very nightmarish and unnerving. And then we also have a cover of Johnny Cash's Ring of Fire by the amazing band Wall of Voodoo, and I will promise you that you've never heard this song in this way before, in the way that it's being played in the movie. We also have kind of this old time music done in a dance montage in a kitchen. We also have, I believe, this very lush, beautiful piano music as well. You know, this is a film that is very, very heavy on sound design, even if that sound design is almost on the verge of complete silence. The sound and the music is just as diverse as as the frames of this film. When we look at the style for Night Dreams 1981, oh my gosh. We are definitely moving within the genres of horror and the surreal and the bizarre and the underground and X-rated, and we are dealing with some major, I mean, we have wind blowing and fog and fire and all different environments, you know, from, as I mentioned, heaven and hell and makeup effects and bizarre sounds coming out of people's mouths, bizarre dialogue, bizarre poetry, bizarre songs, bizarre dancing, wild, uninhibited sexual encounters that are very hot in this film, and crazy at the same time. This is a film that utilizes slow motion in a very disturbing way, that utilizes these kind of cutting away from a sex scene to various elements within a room that will soon become more unfolded. There are some sections in this film that I got to tell you that actually were so unnerving to me that they scared me a bit. They freaked me out a bit. It definitely disturbed me. Definitely moved me in a very in the way horror films do. And that is the brilliance and the bizarreness of this film, because we have sections that definitely are in the horror genre, in terms of, you know, being nightmares. But we also have elements that are in romance, or elements that are in just the surreal, truly the bizarro genre. Things illogical and nonsensical. This is a film of wall-to-wall sex, but it's that sex that is inhabiting this woman's delusions and her night dreams, as she is evoking her subconscious, but also evoking her sexual frustration, and while she is in a clinic, and they are evoking the sexual hallucinations and dreams and night dreams. This film definitely feels like it's happening at night. You never leave the clinic. The only time you leave the clinic is through the lead girl's, the subject's mind, with her dreams and hallucinations, and it is truly unbelievable. I mean, and these dreams impact her so much that they impact her in reality. You know, almost like a sexual nightmare on Elm Street. You know, so I believe it was in part one where Heather Langenkamp goes to a sleep clinic. You know, it's in Night Dreams that we are encountering a clinic of evoking of these dreams and these nightmares and these hallucinations that are bringing real sexuality to this subject, to this woman. You push play on this film, and as soon as the heartbeat opening credits starts, we are entering into truly a surreal sexuality, viewing an X-rated film that is a piece of surreal art, There's very little dialogue in this film. Very, very little dialogue. Mostly at the clinic. And other than that, as I stated, we have music. We have some poetry, almost slash singing. But we also have very bizarre sound design in here that is evoking even more of that surreal atmosphere of Night Dreams. I've never seen anything like this before, and definitely in the adult genre, I've never seen anything like this before in that as well. In terms of the sexuality of this film, as I've stated, there are long sex scenes, and this is a film with wall-to-wall sex scenes, but each sex scene encompasses a different world. Each sex scene is in a different environment, a different location, different characters, a different dream, a different nightmare. And our lead girl is the only constant. Our lead girl is actually Dorothy LeMay. And Dorothy LeMay is a popular pornographic actress from the golden age of adult cinema. And she is just amazing in this movie because she is playing these different worlds, these different dreamscapes of sorts. And it's unbelievable. You know, her body, her face, the her energy. I mean, she's very sexually attractive, and just the and definitely in this film. I mean, there's some very wild sexual situations in this film. And some people might find some of the dreams hotter than others, or more interesting than others. It's all interesting. It's all weird. It's all very, very atmospherically and just encompassing. We have, in terms of the sexuality, we have you know, two guys with a girl. We have lesbian, lots of oral, mostly with Dorothy to a guy. We have lots of we have this wild lesbian sequence, by the way, with three girls, one of the wildest lesbian sequences I've seen in cinema. We do have a lot of oral anal, and like what they would call tossing of the salad. We have a lot of that in here too, and it's done very well. And we have, you know, obviously ejaculation and just very, very interesting environments. Some of the dreams don't even have sex at all. Some of the dreams don't even have a kind of a climax to the sex, ejaculation. It doesn't even have that. This is a very, very interesting movie, very artistic, very avant-garde. And when you feel like you've understood or you've seen it, you haven't. You simply haven't. This is 1981's Night Dreams. I believe this is the only way to get this legitimate DVD release. And it looks like it came from a VHS, but it's pretty good quality. A little dark, but it's actually pretty damn good. This is put out by Caballero Classics. Google it. You might be able to find it. Night Dreams 1981. Thank you so much for watching the 10 Room Bizarro YouTube page, where I talk about films that I believe need to be talked about more, like Night Dreams. Thank you so much, and good night.